Earth, Simon. Thank you, Mother Earth, for being alive every day. Thank you for breathing this beautiful Mother Earth. Thank you for the roof over my head. Thank you for food. Thank you for water. Thank you for clothes. Amen. I am beautiful. I am handsome. I am smart. I am creative. I am confident. I am strong. I can adapt. I can grow my own garden. I can manifest a better Mother Earth. And I can treat others the way I want to be treated. So to be a peaceful Mother Earth. Amen. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for joining, sending love, light, healing, and protections to all. Thank you to spirits, angels, and guides for the beautiful messages for the beautiful souls that watch the reading. Always grateful and thankful for you for joining. Always appreciate. Today we're going to do the beautiful card reading, Soul Cat Companion. Thank you to Lisa Robinson and the art by Adam. These are to help you along your spiritual journeys. They have the major arcana as the cups, wands, pentacles, and swords. These beautiful cards, each of the cards are a soul cat. So each card is a soul cat. Each card gives a little bit of information. And then they give you guidance and protections. And they have the little versions and the big versions of the beautiful cards. And the beautiful art, and it is help you along your spiritual journeys. So please enjoy this big beautiful reading for you guys. Now your first card of the reading today is a major arcana. Wow, your first card is a major arcana. This one is number 11. So we're going to start off with 11. And what one is 11? Is Justice. So we're going to start off with your first card, number 11, Justice. Here is the small version. And then we're going to see the bigger version. Beautiful. All right. Oh, I got to shut off the one light so it's not reflecting off of the book. That's better. All right, so number 11, Justice. Not everything in one's life has equal value, nor can this value be measured the same from one aspect of your life to another. This is why the scale balance when it's logical makes no sense, and other times do not balance when it looks like they should. The weight of conditioned virus outcomes will never make logic sense. Instead, you have to trust the results are exactly as they are meant to be. Now, guidance from the Soul Cat. It can be hard to see the best outcomes for all involved when you expect a result to land in your personal favor. Cost and values aren't just terms in reference for money. They are how justice decides on her ruling. In other words, what will cost yourself and others if you win? Question mark. How much value will the results add to you all you're involved? Question mark. These are not easy questions to answer, which is why to balance the scale is not to act or logic, but to act of faith. That is guidance. Now, protection. Sometimes it's best not to get what you want. To be denied now means having a happier future. What seems like a perfect fit for you in the moment is the worst that could happen to you and your future self, which is why justice has denied you in particular win. The win you want will be set up by the condition of this present moment ruling. Number 11, Justice. All right, our next card of the reading here is the Three of Wands. Is your next card of the reading. Here is the small version of the Three of Wands. And here is the bigger version. When we look out into the world, it often is hard to imagine how we would personally create it and contemplate what things we would change, modify, and possibly keep the same. Just like our soul cat, we all wonder sometimes what a world of our creations would look like. We do this not because we like to daydream, but because the daydream is what helps shapes our reality. The more we dream, the more we create. Guidance. Your life is a personal playground. You get to set the rules and you get to decide what and who gets to play in it. You also know that making these sort of decisions is a massive responsibility, which is why it's a good idea to find a nice quiet wall and let your mind wander to what could be. Imagine a world that is just yours. Allow the sense to run free and create a picture for you. First, see how it feels in imagination before you take a step to bring it forth in your world. That was guidance. Protections. Not everyone is ready to craft a world just for themselves. And perhaps thinking about what is possible for you and your life is just too overwhelming right now. Just know the art of imagine doesn't have to be all that serious. It can be playful. You can let yourself dream of fun and exciting things without the need to put pressure on yourself. Do as the soul cat does and gaze into the moonbeam, and as you watch them dance upon the water, it really can be that simple. 3 of Wands. That was protections. Next card of the reading is this another major arcana, number 13, the Death card. There is always a presumption that death steals something one is not willing to give. Death does not need to take, it merely needs to show up when and where it's scheduled to be. The act of dying has nothing to do with death. It merely presents to make sure the cycle of life continues uninterrupted. Guidance. Cycles are a natural part of life. Things begin and then they end. What was enjoyable and fun is now the drain and a drag. This is how you know an ending is coming your way. You feel drained and disinterested and wish to be seduced by something new and exciting. This is where death steps and clean out the stuck, stale energy of what used to be, open the doors of something new. However, there is something important to know here. Death itself doesn't kill. It doesn't bring the ending. It merely brings when it happens. This soul cat knows only too well what it's like to be blamed for something they did not do. Things aren't always what they seem. Death is around. Just stay focused on what you are completing, release and letting go. Death will do the rest. That was guidance. Now, protections. You cannot stop an ending. You may not be ready for it, and you may not even be in agreement with it, but you cannot stop it or change the course that is ending is pulling into your experience. Resist only will cause the stress and pain. Surrender, however, will ease your pain. 13, the Death card. Wow. We have another major arcana, and that's number 7, Chariots. I mean, you card reading and the other card reading are amazing, especially yours right now. It's that 7, the Chariot. All right, the Chariot. There is nothing quite like open the road, the clear path to a destination known or even unknown. With the wind through your fur, a bird on your back, the sun on your face, it doesn't get any better than this. The freedom to move, explore, and get up and go to precious gifts, not be taken for granted. Guidance. You're about to take a journey. It might be a large one, it might be a small one. It could be a real physical pack your bags adventure, or it could be just an internal journey, moving your energy, mind, and emotions from one place to another. Whichever it is about to happen. And like all journeys, it will have consequences and ripple effects. You see, momentum creates changes. Changes creates waves, and these waves will flow in every part of your life. That is what you wanted, right? ? You wanted things to change, to get out of the rut and back into the adventure games. This soul cat says that wish is granted. That was guidance. Now, protections. It can be hard to move when you aren't sure where you're going, and mobility can be even worse when you do know where you are going. Your wheels may refuse to turn just based on the path you know you must travel. This soul cat knows that it doesn't matter how hard you resist moving. Movement will come all the same. So at very least, you may as well stir your own course. That's number 7, the Chariot. And we have another major arcana is number 8. So we have 7, 8, and this one is Strength. Yes, Strength. Here's the smaller version, and here is the bigger version. All right, sometimes no matter how scared we are, we can harness our fear and use it to be a service. Every so often, we can step outside of our own vulnerability and offer assistance to those who are worse off than ourselves. It is in times we pull up our inner strength, our deepest reserve, of course, and show up to help. The field mouse know that releasing the soul cat from its net could be dangerous. It understands what it means to be vulnerable and afraid, but right now, it also understands that the soul cat is far more terrified than it is. Guidance. This card doesn't have the word easy stamped on it, because real strength isn't about doing what is the easiest. Standing on jelly legs and trying to steady shaky hands and where we find our strength. It is not in the bravado of ease, but it's encouraged efforts of moving through something difficult. When we can move beyond our own fears to the service to someone who is true, needs and despairs and grow, expands in a way we would not be possible if we played it safe, small, and easy. That was guidance, now protection. Not all strength is external. An act is something that others see. Mostly we flex our strength muscle on the inside, and right now you can use some inner strength training. You may need to strengthen a belief or emotion, or perhaps to double down on your spiritual practice. Something deep inside of you is not as resilient as it could be. So get honest with yourself and let your inner work begin. 8, the Strength. So that is the 3 major arcanas in a row. Now we have a 9 of Pentacles. So we had 7, 8, 9. All right, so 9 of Pentacles. All right. Cute one. I don't think I've read this one yet, so I'm going to be interested in this one. 9 of Pentacles. Very beautiful cards. I love these cards too. I love all of them so much. There we go. Everyone has a place where they feel like royalty. A space that makes them feel safe, blessed, and calm. In many ways, this place is scared. This soul cat has there in a lush conservatory surrounded by life and opulence. How could a cat not feel regal, important, and a little spoiled here? ? Guidance. Today you are being asked to find space that makes you feel safe and empowered. A place where all your troubles seem to just melt away with each breath you take. You have earned some quiet time and some good to reward yourself. Taking time for oneself is not a selfish act. If it is, in fact, an act of self-care, nothing resists the body, mind, and soul like the day of rest or relaxation. If you can't find a space and fill with these feelings, then perhaps this is a chance to create a new space in your home, a secret garden or retreat just for you. That was guidance. Now protections. Life always ups and downs. Sometimes you are busy, and other times you have to make time to slow down and relax. Now may not be the time for you to slink away to your secret garden, but you will need a circle of time on your calendar. It is important to clear out your energy and get yourself into a state of relaxation where you release the tension and reset your intention. That is a 9, the Pentacles. It's beautiful cards. All right, your next card is another 9. So we got 9, 9. another major arcana, which this one is the Hermit. There we go. There are moments in life where you must be alone and give yourself space and time to be yourself. Coming back to oneself is harder than it sounds, as we all spend our life being compared and conditioned by others. This narrative from outside force puts a wedge between who we are and who others want us to be. Now it's time to come home to yourself. Guidance. Take a break. Don't announce it. Just do it. Turn your phone off. Don't answer the door. And let yourself be alone. This might be harder than you think, but right now it's exactly what you need. It's time to come back to the center and get your head focused on yourself and what you want for your life. Leave the world behind, and even if it's only for an hour, allow yourself the time to remember who you are. That was guidance. Now, protections. Shutting the world out for a while to have some peace and quiet is not the same as withdrawn from it. It's important that you understand the difference between the two. One is merely giving yourself time to set boundaries, get your inner narrative, focus and calm your emotions. The others are removing yourself because you do not see the place for yourself in the world at large. However, you always have a place in the world. You are the light that needs to shine with all the rest. This is why you take time out and in order to remind yourself to shine. What a beautiful card. Number 9, the Hermit. Oh, they're all beautiful. Now, next card is the 3 of Pentacles. Then we got one more card, and go over your cards. That just went really fast, like always, because we're enjoying the reading. 3 Pentacles. Not everything has to be done by you alone. In fact, sometimes the best role you can do is that of a supervisor. Others around you have the skills, oopsie-daisy, that are just as helpful as your, oh my goodness, rewind. All right, others around you have skills that you just as helpful as your own. Why work so hard if you don't have to, question mark. Put everyone's skills together and you have a super team. This soul cat says, let everyone shine and the world will be a brighter place. Guidance. It takes teamwork to get the pentacle attached to the birdhouse. Feathers and fur move to complete this garden task. Even the soul cat, who looks like it's doing nothing at all, holds the 3rd pentacles in its paws so the birds can attach the other end of the string to the birdhouse. This is how teamwork should look, effortless. That was guidance, protections. There is no doubt that things are easier when you allow others to assist you. This world wasn't set up for you to do everything by yourself. However, right now you're expecting the wrong people to help you out. This often happens when you think you know what you should be there. You ignore those who are not willing to be talent in the room. Your personal needs and BIAS may be making your life more difficult than it needs to be, which means it might be time to make new friends to see what talents they bring to the table. 3 of Pentacles. Now we're going to do the last card of the reading, and it's another major arcana. You've had so many major arcanas. All right, this last one's number 19, the Sun. As you guys had to hear a lot today. All right, the last card of the beautiful reading is number 19, the Sun. All right, there is nothing wrong with being the one who seeks out the warm spots, those places that make you feel cozy, safe, and content. Those feelings bring peace and rise your good vibe chemicals and allow you to connect deeply with the moment and all the good that brings with it. This could be part of the interrogation's time, a pause where you allow yourself to up-level and soak all up the new rays of life flooding into your life. Guidance. This soul cat says, find your sunspot and get your glow on. There's nothing wrong with wanting to feel good. It is quite a victory when you find a perfect spot and then nestle into allowing yourself just to sit, pause, and connect to a miracle of the moment as you bask in the energy of place to allow yourself to be blessed. This is why the soul cat is pose receptively, heads up, throat and chest open. Maybe you want to give this pose a try the next time you find a cozy place and want to reveal the victorious feeling of finding the place that makes you feel happy to be alive. That was guidance. So they want you to allow yourself to sit, pause, connect, right? And they want to bask in the energies. Pose. You got to have a pose, reception. You got a heads up, throat, and chest open. All right, so now protection. You will eventually need to move from your sunspot because if you don't, that happy content feeling will quickly move into an uncomfortable, unpleasant feelings. If you stay exposed for too long, you will undo all the good feelings you have just experienced. Therefore, it's time to move. 19, the moon. Wow, you guys. All right, let's go over all your cards. All right, number 11, Justice, is your first major arcana. 3 of Wands is your next card. 13, the Death card, is your next major arcana. 7, the Chariot. 8, the Strength. Then we have 9 of Pentacles. Then we have 9, the Hermit. Gotta make more room here. Okay, there we go. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles. And 19, the Sun. Wow. All right, so we have the most suit that came out were the Pentacles. There's 2 of them. And we have 6 major arcanas. Wow. All right. Let's go over our angel numbers for today. Because of our Justice 11, we got 1, 1. Then we have 3, 3, the master number, 3 of Wands, and the 3 of Pentacles. And then we have 9, 9, because of 9 of Pentacles and 9, the Hermit. And for our major arcanas, we have Justice, the Death, Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, and the Sun. So that's, again, for your angel numbers are 1, 1, 3, 3, and 9, 9. So thank you, brothers and sisters. Have a beautiful, blissful day or night, wherever you are. Sprinkle some stardust, and bye for now.